What did this kid do to you? Oh my, well. Well, I was bathing in the lake, and well, um, I I said I agreed to. She's trying hesitating to say, "You dirt." Basically, like, let's see. How do I translate this? I know what it is, what she's saying, but I'm trying to think of a more appropriate way to adjective to address this. Hold on a sec. You foul person. That's probably the closest I can come up with. Oh shoot. Foul person. Kid, stand up. Yes. You have a lot of guts if you're willing to take advantage of my precious Linger. Oh shoot. It was an accident. An accident. I'm going to give you two paths. Either, hold on a second. Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm going to give you two paths. Either you marry Linger as your wife and you never leave this island, or two, you leave your arms, leave both your hands and your tongue, so that you'll never be able to say the secret of the Water Moon Palace. Oh, is there a third option? Oh shoot. You could let me eat you. That would be fine. I'll marry. I'll marry. Well, looks like we're stuck. Oh shoot. Great. That's no good, because if my aunt dies, that would really suck. False dilemma. Yeah. Oh, the things have gotten interesting. I need to think of a way to get out, to escape from here. Can you help me? Well, will you be able to come back? Well, will you come back is what she was asking, not whether he would be able to. I'm sorry, I mistranslated that. That's a bit different. Are you kidding? If I live with a person with a monster that could eat me, I don't have that many lives for that. Are we going to be up until 4 a.m. again? Actually, I'm probably going to stop after I finish this sequence, because it is kind of late for me. Is she the main love interest? To be honest, I don't know. I do believe that I have the option to have better relationships with others, but I'm currently have no idea. I'm blind, so let's see. Was she the one? Well, anyway, I have not actually seen the show in its entirety, and that's probably for the best, because there's actually a TV series based on this game, and it's kind of sucky. But hey. That's why I never watched it all the way through, so I'm kind of just going. I only know like one aspect of things, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, so what am I doing again? How about you? Aren't you scared? If you're willing, I can get you out of here as well. I can bring you out of here as well. No way! My grandma was just trying to scare you. From when I was young, it was her and my master that brought me up. Even though grandma sometimes is really, really aggressive, but if you were able to spend time with her, you would find out that she's actually a really good person, or she treats people well. Yeah, it is like, but there are lots of girls in my party, that's for sure. I don't know if she's going to join my party. In order to save me, it sucks that I had to bring conflict between you and your grandma. Before, nobody ever really tried to make me happy. If you were willing to stay here and accompany me, I would really like that. Oh, oh wow, this got heavy. Okay, but if I don't bring the pill out, hold on a second. Okay, but if I don't go back home and bring the pill, my aunt will die, and also I'm still young. If you want me to stay here for the rest of my life, wouldn't be the end of my life? And like he's basically complaining that he had to stay in that place forever. Excuse me. Tomorrow is the, I guess it's the memorial ceremony for my master. Early in the morning, my grandma will go to my master's gravestone, and shangxiang is how do I explain that? Is to burn incense. So yeah, when you honor a dead person, you're supposed to burn incense and give them gifts. So usually it's with those like sticks that are really like fragrant. You might see them in some Buddhist temples or whatever. But yeah, whenever in Chinese the word is shangxiang, and whenever you say that, it usually in relation to a dead person, that means you're honoring them with the fragrant sticks. It actually is very strong, but you can easily tell when it's in the area. So that's your lesson for today. Anyway, so getting back to what I was translating. So when the time comes, I'm sure we can run to the ocean, and my grandma won't be able to wouldn't find out. Really? That's great. Thank you. Your great kindness. I will never forget it. Never forget? And she's singing right now. Even if you're never coming back, what's the point of not forgetting? Let's see the next line. What's the point of saying that even though we don't have any destiny together? And so like, yeah, it's oh yeah, the word wu yue, like not having a destiny together, means it's usually related to romance. It means like you're not going to be together with that person. And I'll say that a few times, so just keep that in mind. Even though today you were planted, but it's like not having putting any water, and it doesn't matter about tomorrow or whenever. You're already a stranger. So yeah, as she sang, she cried. If you're willing, I can take you with me. But I can't leave this place. Whew, that's heavy. Okay, Linger, please don't be like this. I already made a vow with you, and I have to do what I said would do. And once my aunt has gotten well, I'll let her be the witness, and we can let me think. How do I explain this? It's a way of saying like they'll get married correctly. It's more like in China, like yeah, usually like you have to do like a whole ceremony to get married, and your parents or the person who raised you is the person that will be kind of overseeing the ceremony. And it was really really important. Like that was the one thing that made you like, it was not a piece of paper like today where you can just get married by a registration. And some people do that because they don't want to spend lots of money on a ceremony. No, you couldn't do that. You had to go through all this and invite some guests and go through the ceremony, and like you have to go with the veil and all that stuff. I don't want to go into it too much in detail, but in any case, yeah, this like he wants to basically make it really official. For really, truthfully, those words were from my heart. Believe me. Wow, we're already getting married? Whoa, this game is crazy. Could you? One day passed. Well, things have happened, huh? Traditional Chinese marriages look so complicated. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, like, Chinese marriage is a union between families. I've never seen a non. Well, I'm sure. I mean, think about even in the West, like when you do a wedding ceremony, you invite the groom's family and the bride's family. You have to do a lot of planning around that. I suppose usually people don't opt to like not do that, so, or maybe they'll opt for a smaller ceremony, but it will still have like at least the groom and the bride's family, or small segments of them, or just the immediate family. And like that's nowadays, like you have a lot of flexibility, and some people who are just too poor to do it, or who may not have marriages that are approved by their family members, might just do it by a registration at the government office. And like yeah, it was an interesting thing when I was thinking about like there was a little thing where people were standing outside like one of those offices where you registered to marry, and they were like giving them like impromptu wedding ceremonies to kind of make up for the fact that they didn't get one themselves. It was really cool, and like it's really like, even though nobody knew the bride and groom, there were still people like with wine and toasting them. It was really nice of them to do that. In any case, but in ancient China, you couldn't do that, and you like it wasn't official until you did the entire ceremony, and it's a little complicated. But once you get like, everyone kind of knows it. It's just a lot of planning. In any case, yeah, things went fast in this game. But like oftentimes that's how it happened, right? I mean, there's arranged marriages, and like parents will arrange marriages with their sons and daughters, and so you're having choice is really really rare. I mean, oftentimes, like, of course, a family would rather like a son marry the daughter of a family they know they can trust. To make, and like, of course, this is like the whole, you need to get your parents approved. I mean, even nowadays you still should get your like a lot, like for even in Asia, like that's still really really important. In the West, I guess it's important, but you could be rebellious and forego it, and I guess, but that's usually like if you want to keep maintaining good relations with your family, you don't want to do that. In any case, they've already done that step where it's called dongfang, which is like when the bride and the groom sleep together for the first time. And usually that happens on the night of your wedding, and that's what just happened right now. I'm not going to describe what happened in detail because that's not important. So yeah, this might actually be the first